What's up, everybody? So this is our first official video in what we're trying to start up here. I'm Tristan.
I'm John.
And we're going to do a little Q&A to kick things off, just like kind of get everybody on the same page so that everyone knows what we're all about. So first of all, we're going to do, what is GAAP, Elsman?
Alright, so GAAP is Generally Accepted Aesthetic Principles. We're both studying to be accountants. So we thought, let's take two of our passions, one being a passion for fitness, and the second being our passion for accounting, and let's combine together and make a channel, make a fitness kind of lifestyle. And I think there's a lot between just kind of accounting and your lifestyle that can kind of merge together about being balanced on both sides, having the assets, being fit, but then also being able to manage the liabilities of, relationships, and you're going to have work, schoolwork, everything. So it's a whole it's a lifestyle rather than just purely fitness.
I think what we're trying to do here is not only, target fitness, but also reach out to people. Like, a lot of people I know, how do you balance it? What do you do? And, I think this is, a pretty good way to reach everybody and express, what we do here and why we do it.
Yeah, I'd definitely second that because, we are two relatively successful students, and we are two relatively successful guys in the gym.
Yeah.
We have people asking us for tips about stuff, so I think we can definitely bring something to the table for you guys.
So we're doing a little background information for anybody who doesn't know us watching this video. My name's Tristan. I'm 21 years old in a week. From New Jersey. I've been lifting for only 10 months, but it's been a really, really packed 10 months to say the least. A little bit of background: I ran track in high school. I used to play soccer. I was always a really skinny kid. Never really liked working out. I used to skip weight training for
used to shit on me for working out
for track and cross country. Never really got it. People always say the feeling afterwards, whatever, but I never really got that. And the reason I started working out is because I had a really rough breakup, I guess, that kind of really hurt my self-confidence. So I wanted to find a way to start feeling good about myself again. That's pretty much it.
All right, so over to me. I'm John. I'm also from New Jersey. Background in high school, I kind of did a plethora of sports. I played golf. I wrestled for 2 years. Big soccer player. I really didn't have a huge background in fitness for the longest time. I was always known as the skinny, short, fat kid. Also, I'm skinny fat. I had nothing on me. There was just bones and a little bit of flab. So I started lifting because I was kind of sick and tired of being just this, the short kid that had nothing going for him, and it wasn't much of, I was kind of getting beaten out in sports. I wasn't strong enough to get the ball in soccer. So it was about sophomore summer when I finally asked my parents to kind of help finance something for me for, fitness. And that's when I started P90X, and it kind of went off from there.
So we're going to talk about, when we started versus now, what our strength and size is. So a little background, I pretty much weighed 130 pounds my whole life. I was real small. When I started working out, though, I was 152. For reference, I'm 5'9", 152 with not an ounce of muscle on my body. So all that weight was literally fat, and it was mostly belly fat. And now I'm still 5'9". I weigh 173 pounds bulked up at 162 lean. Probably estimate about 15% body fat right now, hoping to get down to around 10. And so strength, this is pretty funny. When I started working out, I could squat 115 pounds, bench 95 pounds. I didn't even think about deadlifting. Pretty much curled 20s.
Before Tristan started lifting, he came into the gym with me for the first couple times, and he came over the squat rack when, I've been doing it for a couple years, and we threw on 25s, and we were like, let's see what you can do.
Did 5.
And he struggled. So it's pretty impressive where he's come within 10 months.
And now, 10 months later, squatted 335 once, 315 for a triple. I've benched 245. When heavier, I pretty much bench 235, 225 consistently. I can curl 105 for reps. Still can't get that 135 though. And I recently started deadlifting about 2 weeks ago, and I've already pulled 405. So yeah, it's pretty dramatic in 10 months. Hence, I have a lot of stretch marks on my body.
That's good. So for me, back then, as I kind of mentioned before, I started off with doing P90X, so everything I did was body weight, except for, on the occasional arm day and shoulder day when you did some dumbbell work.
Arm day.
But the rest of arm day. But the rest of it has been pretty much, it was just push-ups, pull-ups. I never did any form of traditional lifting until it was about my senior year of high school I finally started going. It was cheap enough. I went to Planet Fitness, started, doing traditional bodybuilding there. I bulked up huge. I got up to what was 168 at that time, and I was still kind of going through puberty. I was a late bloomer, so like I wasn't a good look. A lot of flab on me still, and so then I went back to P90X because that's a great program for shredding, and I stayed lean all throughout freshman year. Was smaller, more compact, but definitely lean. I looked good. Did that all the way up until sophomore year when I actually lived with Tristan and a couple of our other friends, and I went back to traditional bodybuilding. I said, you know what? I like the lean look, but I want to put on some size. And from there, just kind of took off, kind of like what Tristan's done in the past year. I started off where I couldn't even squat 135. Now I'm doing 315 for a triple, just like Tristan. My max squat was 360. I can't deadlift much, still working on that. But right now, my bench is 240 at max. Incline bench is 215. I have a lot of strengths in the weird areas. My shoulders, yeah, it's very true.
Rear delts.
My rear delts are very, very strong. Just delts in general are strong for me. But yeah, I started where I could barely do 15, 20 push-ups. Back in high school, to the point where that's a great warm up for me, and then I'm ready to get to the.
Yeah, I guess that's a pretty other point. Is like our training style.
Yeah, that's a huge thing we should talk about.
I'm like not really into strength-based training. Like I can't really go to the gym, like just do like a 4x4 on bench and think I did a workout. I like to think I'm pretty good at hypertrophy. A lot of my friends always say that I'm like the biggest person they know that can't bench 225, but I can now. But like it's like over the summer, like a few months ago. So like most of my workouts, I'll hit like 2 heavy compounds and then go to like 2 supersets and then like some finishers accessory work. I run a push-pull split. I hit push-pull legs twice a week, and then one day is either a rest day or an arm day if I'm feeling ambitious. That's pretty much it.
Yeah, for me, on the other hand, is I'm a big fan of doing programs, because when I'm not on a program, I tend to get stagnated and I'm not paying attention to what I'm doing. I'm just kind of going through the motions in the gym, picking a weight, hitting anywhere from 8 to 10 reps, and then moving on from here to here to here. So I'm currently running the big program, so shout out to Steve Cook, Shoulder Nation. I'm loving it right now. The program's fantastic. Seeing some great results, and I'm only 2 weeks into it. But I think that kind of goes into what I want to talk about next, or what we want to talk about next, is your biggest inspirations. Because I know for both of us, Steve Cook is a huge inspiration. We absolutely love Steve, what he preaches, the training style, being both functional and being strong. And that's something that we both value, because at the end of the day, it's
nobody
not
wants
just,
to be a juice box.
I was about to say, everybody knows what it is, especially us coming from Jersey. We know what a meatball looks like. It's those guys that are about the same exact height as us, about 5'8", 5'9".
Yeah, they always seem to not have any legs.
Yeah, they have no legs, and they have, I don't even think they have a neck. Their traps are so big, they just have no necks. But that's not what we're going for. That's not the look that us here at GAAP kind of try to preach. We preach aesthetics, the physique, and that's why Steve Cook's a huge one for us. I think we can also both attribute some of our passion to, I would say, Kino Body and Gregor Gallagher. Guy definitely, I did the Greek God program, definitely helped with building strength and learning how to stay lean and managing, calories, managing the caloric deficit.
Who else do you watch on YouTube?
Watch those two. Callum Von Moger, obviously, great, big quality gains, big fan of them. I'm trying to think of
Celery gains. Watch
out, Bradley. But that's probably, those are my big three. Oh,
TMJ.
obviously TMJ, the boys down under are absolutely hilarious. Big. What I attribute to them is my knowledge of supplements. Tristan's getting, probably, you say within the past year of you lifting, obviously kind of grown more to know what supplements are about. I've been using.
He knows everything.
I was about to say, I've been using supplements, pre-workouts, aminos since junior year of high school.
We'll get onto that a little bit later.
Yeah, we'll definitely get onto that later.
I would say I have a pretty weird base. I would say Kino Body early on. The thing I took from Kino Body is really that you don't have to do what everybody else does. Like I feel like a lot of people, especially like in the school gym at our school, everybody does the same 5 things. Like I see everybody shrugging, everybody curls, everybody benches, everybody overhead presses, and everybody does like these like oblique torquey thingies. Like I literally only do 3 of the things I just said. Like I just feel like you gotta listen to your body and like do what you think is best. And like Kino Body's been doing it for 15 years, and he found like his perfect balance, and like that's what we seek to do too. Like we're not always doing the same thing. Like today we went to the gym, hit different workouts, like different parts. I love Callum. Watch every single video he posts. Big Rob Lipsett fan. My Protein, Alpha Elite guys, all good. Vitruvian Physique is absolutely huge. I like him because he pursued a career in finance. He was a financial analyst, and then he decided to switch over and pursue YouTube full time. I think that's awesome. I watch a lot of guys on YouTube, but those are probably the big ones. Jeff Nippert, I like him a lot because he's a PhD, so he knows everything about lifting. And that's pretty much it for that. But like YouTube is pretty much the bread and butter of this whole thing. Like I wouldn't have learned anything about lifting unless I watched every video Callum's ever put on YouTube.
Without a doubt, I'd second that. I mean, just going the
Steve Cook's trainer series.
Yeah, the knowledge that YouTube has, and it kind of like attests to why we want to do this, is that it's amazing. You would not know half the things about the fitness industry if it wasn't for YouTube and just kind of social media. Because there's guys that post, even if it's on Instagram, those 15-second clips of showing you how to do a proper rep.
It's helpful. Like
it's beyond helpful. And there's a lot of times where we'll catch each other in the gym and we'll shout out to each other. We'll be like, hey, like,
did you see like so and so's post? Like we're gonna do this like slow negative on incline. Like
exactly.
Julian Smith.
But
yeah, that's why it's just YouTube. YouTube's great. You should check it out. And then that's what we talked about our programming, and then we'll talk about supplementation a little bit. I'm a little bit like we're definitely different about our supplementation. I'm really big into different amino acids. So I take BCAAs, powder, pills, everything. I drink it all, take it all. I take glutamine for recovery. Take fish oil for joint health. Whey protein, obviously, because it's a little tough to get in 200 grams of protein a day living on campus. So I have about at least 1 scoop a day, sometimes 3 or 4. That's like not typical. I'd say about 2 a day.
What do you run for fat loss?
I take CLA and L-carnitine, which a lot of people ask me if they work. I know they're the two like most studied natural fat burners, and they're both proven to be highly successful. Only when you're in a caloric deficit and doing cardio. You can't take a fat burner and then get in and out every day, or eat a steak every day and pizza and think you're going to be skinny.
We'll do a video, obviously.
Yeah,
there's so much to talk
come.
about. Yeah, there's going to be supplement reviews. There's a bunch of things that'll be coming down the line.
Training clips here and there.
But so for me, for supplementation, as Tristan said, we're both a little bit different. I live or die by pre-workout. I absolutely, there's just no two ways about it. I've done almost every single pre-workout there is out on the market because I just love trying everything.
And they're only coming like 20 servings. You can cycle.
Yeah, exactly. Easily. You can cycle through them real quick. But I think for me especially is a pre-workout can make or break your training session. It's really, really important to have the mental focus. Your muscle pumps, the muscle power. So that is my bread and butter. I obviously do. I'll take aminos. I've been running recently All Day You May by 5% Nutrition. It's great because I can just drink it all the time. And it's got some joint support, some liver support, just a little bit of everything. Creatine, not the biggest fan of it. When I do take it, it's in the form of crealkaline, the little pills from EFX.
I take a ton of creatine.
Yeah, he's a big creatine guy. I don't know. For me, a lot of times it depends. Monohydrate tends to bloat me out like crazy.
Yeah, I think I'm more of an ectomorph and he's a mesomorph.
Mm-hmm.
It's like when he takes creatine, he kind of like holds water and like fluffs up. But if I don't take creatine, I look like a stick. Like I lose all muscle density. So it's just a little different. Everything like it's different for everybody. But creatine monohydrate's really clinically proven to increase strength. But once again, like it's all about the aesthetic appeal for a lot of people. Mm-hmm. Like you might not want to be stronger if it makes you look like a block.
Yeah, and then obviously I take protein like every other fitness person in this industry. It's just a big thing. I mean, it's a necessity. But so going from there.
Pretty much things to come, I guess.
Yeah, things to come. Kind of what you can expect from GAAP and what you can expect from being a Gapper and following the channel and kind of following our journey.
We're both pretty busy, so YouTube videos are going to be, we're going to have to like think of an idea, plan it out, and then hit it at some point. But Instagram.
Yeah, definitely follow us on Instagram.
Constant content.
At GAAP Fitness, so at
GAAP Fitness.
We'll be posting a ton of content on there. Anytime we're in the gym, we can catch a video of ourselves doing a certain exercise or something like that. We'll do it. We'll catch, if we're trying to kind of reach out to certain supplement companies. If there's deals we can run through them, if we can get you guys discount codes, it's going to be on the Instagram. It's going to be posted there. And then also just check out for daily vlogs. We're normal guys. We like doing stupid shit. So if there's something that crosses our mind that we think's hilarious, we're probably going to share it with everybody. I mean...
Yeah, that's the thing is like... Well... Like, a lot of people lately have been, I feel like a lot of people I know start accounts for hobbies, but a lot of people also, like, are afraid to do that.
Yeah.
If you have something that interests you, like, I don't see why you wouldn't express yourself. So the thing with me is, like, my Instagram became literally just me following fitness accounts and, like, girls. So, like, I never post anything, and, like, I only went on to look at stuff. So I made a new account, and, I feel way better because I can post the things I want to post. Like,
Yep.
don't follow me if you don't want to see me hitting a lat spread. Like,
Mhm.
but you know, like I'll put up my meals on my like the little Instagram story thing because like I know everyone doesn't want to see those, but if you do, then like you can follow it and see what I do because you know I've changed my life in 10 months, and I think anybody can do the same thing.
And it's kind of what the beauty of why we're doing this again, why we're doing GAAP, is we're both two people that want to share that passion, want to share like the experience that we've had with fitness, because fitness has definitely made our lives 10 times better. Just there's no two ways about it. It gives us something to strive for day in and day out.
I'll be sitting in class like, wow, I wish I was lifting right now.
Exactly, and obviously good students.
We're
studying.
There's the thing is like when you're in college, like, a lot of people like get bogged down by the fact that like pretty much all you do is study, like you know, and go out, I guess.
Mhm.
But it gives you like a third dimension because you know you're stressing your brain out, like you're working hard, but like the gym is, although it is like very strenuous on your body, like it's a relief. Like I don't think about anything besides my lift when I'm in my lift.
Mhm.
So if I'm stressed out about a test and I go to the gym, like I'm not thinking like, oh, I should be studying.
It's like your escape.
Because I know how to balance it. Like I'll study, take a break, go to the gym, eat a meal, study, go to bed. And like I think that's like what we're trying to preach here is like if you follow us, you'll see like that you can balance it. You know, granted, we're probably not the best at it. I'm sure there's people out there doing it better than us.
I mean, obviously,
but we're trying.
Yeah, we're not pros here. We're two college kids that absolutely have a passion for it. That probably do just as much studying in
as
school,
anybody, yeah,
and just as much studying about fitness outside of school.
Yeah, I probably spend about an hour a day watching YouTube videos or reading articles, trying to learn.
I mean, I think you've told me this before, but it's like before we go to bed, you just
straight
sit on your
YouTube,
phone and go
straight
through YouTube videos and just watch, you know, everything you possibly can about fitness. And like that's how much it means to us, and we want to kind of just express our passion with you guys. So I think we're gonna wrap it up here.
But we'll see you guys soon.
Well, we also gotta hit a little thumbnail here. So thumbnail on it. YouTube.
There you go.
See you guys.